A plan for Apple's massive cash pile starting to come into focus. In an interview with the David Rubenstein show here on Bloomberg TV, the Apple CEO Tim Cook saying the company will inject $350 billion into the U.S. economy over the next 5 years.
We're going to create a new site, a new campus within the United States that is different, in a different location than our two current huge campuses in California and Texas. We're going to hire 20,000 people, and we're going to spend $30 billion in CapEx over the next several years. And so number one, we're investing a ton in this country. And then, yes, we're also going to buy some of our stock because we view our stock as a good value. And so from a shareholder point of view, if we can buy stock from people that think that it's worth less than we do, then that's good for the company, and it's good for the economy as well, because if people sell stock, they pay taxes on their gains.
Still with us, Tony Dwyer of Canaccord. Good for the economy or good for the Treasury, based on that analogy there?
Well, it's kind of both. I think what his real point was, if you look at it from a stock market point of view, my friends at Ned Davis did a great study, and they broke down the S&P 500 into quintiles.
Yeah.
And they found that the best performing quintiles in order were those that bought back most of their stock relative to market cap. So in other words, not just huge buyback programs, but buybacks relative to the market cap. So that's from the stock market standpoint. Now, if you look at from the economic standpoint, the only reason the net addition to buying of stocks in the U.S. over this cycle has been corporate repurchase programs. If you take active versus passive management, for the viewers, that's mutual funds that are actively managed versus an S&P index fund. They net each other out at about zero by our estimate at Canaccord. So that means your only net buyer has been a buyback. So if you didn't have the buybacks, you wouldn't have the market up where it is today and the capital gains taxes flowing through. So it's really ultimately a good thing for everybody, especially since they are doing capital spending.